Well, it was Tropical Storm Alberto has now weakened to a remnant area of low pressure over mainland Mexico. Now it's just a big swirl of cloud cover and some rain showers. And speaking of rain showers, we dealt with that here locally. We'll start with Alberto here first, though, on the bigger picture, showing exactly where that system is, where you see that L. That is pretty much where that old center of circulation was last located. And as I mentioned, you can see it's a big area of swirl of cloud cover and some showers that extend all the way up towards Texas and even north of that, still coming off the Gulf of Mexico as well, producing some gusty conditions here too. Meanwhile, locally closer to home across southeastern Louisiana, we also saw some rain showers here of our own. Things have really dried out those since then. 4 p.m. update from the National Hurricane Center from the remnants of Alberto. By the way, this is the last advisory from the Hurricane Center as well. Moving west at 24 very quickly, winds of 30 miles an hour, pressures up to 1,000 millibars. And as we head into the next 7 days, we'll watch another area, broad area of low pressure expected to take shape across the Bay of Campeche, and this could develop into the season's next depression or tropical storm. And not to mention, this system also has a pretty decent chance of doing so here too off the southeast coast of the United States. A very small area of low pressure that has about a 40% chance of doing so as it moves towards the west in the general direction of the southeastern United States. But we'll focus on the Gulf of Mexico system here. It's a little bit closer to home. You see this big plume of energy here moving west into the Gulf of Mexico late this weekend. That could develop into something weak and take the same track as what Alberto just did. The European model pretty much agrees with the American here in some way, shape, or form, showing that big plume of energy moving in, slowly trying to develop before moving west into Mexico. Regardless of development, though, it looks like it's going to be another big rainmaker here for Mexico yet again after they've just slammed with some heavy rains from Alberto. Meanwhile, the winds at around 10 to 15 miles per hour coming from the east, pretty gusty here today, as we just saw winds just over 30 miles an hour at Lakefront and just shy of 30 miles an hour at the airport and southwestward into Houma today. Coastal flooding is still a concern with those very strong onshore winds here blowing across the area, and that's why these advisories go through tomorrow, because of that easterly wind there. As you can see, gust over 20 miles an hour possible, some of those stronger winds before subsiding as we head into tomorrow morning. But even though these winds subside as we head into Friday morning, it's still going to cause some problems here from that gusty conditions that we saw here for the last few days, which is why those coastal flood advisories continue for a little while longer. Meanwhile, back to the bigger picture we go. You can see mainly clear skies tonight. A couple of showers near the metro as we head into overnight tonight, dissipating by around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Some showers near Baton Rouge and also towards the river parishes possible. That's probably where our best rain chances will be for tomorrow afternoon, and then basically clearing out of here as we head into tomorrow night. Meanwhile, across southeastern Louisiana, things continue to remain pretty dry. And this is really going to start a pretty dry weather pattern as high pressure builds into the north of us, and that's going to give us very slim rain chances overall to work with, not to mention our temperatures begin to heat up as well. Highs into the low, maybe even mid-90s this weekend, also through Tuesday as well. Partly cloudy skies at best, chance of rain and storms, better chances that is starting Wednesday and Thursday.